children, welcome to e-learning class. Myself Kusum Mishra, your English teacher.
Today we are going to study chapter 2, Man versus Animal. The story is written by Eric Arthur Blair, who used the pen name George Orwell. The present lesson is an extract from Animal Farm. The animals of Manor Farm led a miserable life under Mr. Jones and his men. Old Major, a bore, secretly calls for a meeting one night and shares his dream with other animals. Old Major delivered a speech to all the farm animals. He points out that their lives are difficult, full of hardships, just because of the way Farmer Jones treated them. All animals are equal, and one day all animals would live free from their masters. Mr. Jones, the owner of the manure farm, was very tired. He locked the hens' houses but forgot to lock the pop holes. And he moved with his lantern unsteadily and made his way up to bed. After Mr. Jones slept, the farm was vibrating due to the movement of animals. It was told to everyone in the day that the old major, a boar, had a weird dream the previous night, and he wanted to tell about it to everyone. The meeting was set to take place in Big Barn. Old Major was very highly regarded on the farm, so everyone was ready to sacrifice their sleep and listen his words. After a while, all the animals except Moses and Raven arrived and were waiting for the old major to start. Old Major began to address the comrades. He said that he would talk about the dream later but had something else to say first. He admitted that he won't live long, and before he dies, he wanted to share all of his ideas with other animals. He wished to explain the nature of life they were currently witnessing. He accepted the fact and asked his comrades to face it too, that their lives was indeed miserable and challenging. They received food in a small quantity so that they can just survive. The animals who were capable to work relentlessly were forced to work till all their strength drained. When the animals became useless and a burden, they were killed brutally. He denied the idea that those things were an inevitable part of nature. He explained everyone that this huge farm can give a comfortable and dignified life to all the animals. He called human beings their real enemy, who never produced anything, but even then dominated all the producers. Man was the main reason behind the miserable life of animals, as he stole all of the animals' produce for his personal use. The man forced the animal to work for him. He offered animals very little amount of food. These things made animals' life more pathetic. Major declares about man that man is the only creature that consumes without producing. He does not give milk, he does not lay eggs. He is too weak to pull the plough, he cannot run fast to catch the rabbits. By mentioning this, he is not only illustrating the superiority of animals over men, but he is also engaging the animal in making them proud of what they do, as opposed to men. He chose to speak directly to each animal, capturing their fullest engagements on subjects of concern for them. He emphasizes the corruption of man with regards to these matters. Like he told the cows that their milk had been used up by the men instead of its calves. He made the hen realize that none of her eggs ever hatched into chickens. It just provided Jones with money. He asked Clover about her foals, who were sold at an age of 1 for the benefit of Mr. Jones. All those hard labor paid off only in the form of a stall and ration, nothing else. Old Major convinced the animals that each one of them had to get rid of the man. Once they overcome the man, they will be rich, they will attain freedom, and they will own the farmhouses. Old Major asked the animals to keep looking at the way to get rid of man, and he ordered them to pass this idea to the future generation so that they can struggle till their victory. He ended his message with the phrase, "All men are enemies and all animals are comrades." So, children, this is the end of the story. I hope all of you understood and enjoyed it. Thank you.